Alright, what's up everybody? I'm gonna go ahead and go on a little flight to test out this motor after we did some repairs and maintenance to it. So let's see how this goes. I don't have a starter motor anymore, so I'm gonna be pull starting here. And after running some tests on it, it seems like it's been running alright. So we're gonna go up for a test flight, hang out near the airport, try to make sure it's all good. I'm not gonna bring up my microphone, so the audio might be a little scuffed if I try to talk. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna jam out to music and focus on the motor noises and make sure it's all good to go. Clear prop. All right, let's see how this goes. Hang glider takeoff. Very nice. And he's up. Today I'm gonna have to hang out around the airport and do this little test flight just to make sure everything goes good. So far we're good. Check my RPM here. We're at 3,100, 3,200 idle. That's not bad. Before at like 2,500, it was a little too low and I was hearing it grumble. Right now it sounds like it's purring all right. Cross over here to the open field. Away from the runway and the water, just in case. engine's still doing a little bit of this little like hoppity skip in the mid-range where it's like chugga chugga for a second. I can kind of feel it, but overall it's running pretty smooth other than that. So I'll have to make sure it's all right, not too lean or anything, and that there's no air bubbles getting in or any more seals that are missing. Because I had to basically remove the head. That seal was flat. I had to, we replaced the membranes on the carb. They were hardened and messed up and old. And then my gasket on my exhaust was blown out. And my foam inside of my airbox was also popped off and like basically floating inside the airbox. So there's quite a few issues I had to fix. All those homies stepped in to help out. We got a family of deer down here. There's a whole bunch of them. There's one set of males here. You can see their antlers. Then there's another set back here. Maybe all the females and babies. Trike taking off here. I really want to be behind them. With power parachute, I mean. Down there below me. Let's go fly with him. emergency vehicles over there. I hope everything's okay. So this is the view of Kentucky, the Falls of Rub. This little dam here is, I think, where they foot dragged right over by the tower and they got in trouble. Got a pilot coming up here below me. Let's see if we can follow him out a little bit. Looks like they're waving a flag, so maybe something's happening here. Might mean to get away. Helicopter just came in. Damn, there's so many. Maybe it's related to the boating stuff, because there's a lot of people there boating today. They're having, since it's the weekend, everybody's kind of hanging out at the lake. So I wonder if maybe it's not paramotor related at all. Shout out to the homies for helping me get this thing back and running. Brennan ended up hooking me up with the exhaust gasket I needed. Our buddy over here, I forget his name, I think it's either like Justin or something like that. He helped me out with the membranes for the carb. And then our buddy Tim helped us out with tuning. Some other stuff here on the motor. I got a new seal from him for the head, because mine was flat. Pretty much got it working. Just a couple little tweaks probably still needed on the low and mid range, but for the most part it's feeling like it did. we're down.
Got a long walk.
Yeah. Held me up longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Hi, Lena. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi.
Everything copacetic?
Yeah, it's a little burble in the mid-range, but it's flying. Did you? What happened?
I don't know, except for they brought an ambulance over here, and they needed a life flight to land there to load them up from the ambulance.
That was like a lake-affiliated thing.
I would assume.
Yeah. Hopefully, it had nothing to do with paramotor pilots.
The tricky part, obviously, was we have all these mosquitoes in the air, and the helicopter needs to come in.
Yeah. I saw him waving the flag, so I got away. I'm like,
Yeah.
someone's coming in.
Yeah.
Look at my gas tank. Oh, I needed to land like now. Holy shit. We got like a tiny little bit in there. That is the least I think I've ever really flown with. I mean, there's still some in there. Maybe like a liter or less. Thank you. I'm back. Did you see what happened? Oh, a helicopter had to land to rescue someone here.
I heard one and then I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, we all had to move out of the way, but like he was waving a flag to let us know someone was coming in and put the emergency lights on, but the shower area was like filled with fire trucks and police officers and everything, and then the helicopter came in to like take someone out to the hospital. So I wonder if something happened with like the boating people on the lake. I gotta pack up, but I'll be out here. Let me just look over my gear real quick. Just make sure everything still looks good. Like I said, it's still got a little burble on the mid-range, but it's flying. I'll have to check over. Everything looks okay at the moment. I do know there's some that was leaking down here before, so that seal down there might need to be sealed, or maybe it needs to be a little tighter. It looks like it could just be these bolts need to go a little tighter to seat that down a little better on that seal. I mean, belt feels fine. Everything else looks okay, other than not having an electric start. Alright, well, let me shut this down. I'll talk to you guys later. Luckily, everything's working as far as flying goes, so I'll try and get another flight in the morning, maybe tune it a little more. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. I know this was a little uneventful one, but I had to test the gear out. Alright, see you guys.